Welcome back, guys, to another exciting episode on the Mindcrack server. We're back in the Nether. We're working on the expansion hub today, and if you can't already tell, I am recording this on April 1st, 2014, and the April Fool's prank played by Mojang on all of us is that they've done a switcheroo. They've replaced all the sounds in the game with these types of sounds. So those are the footstep sounds. There's a series of different footstep sounds depending on what you're walking on. Unfortunately, I think most of the things in the Nether are going to count as stone. So you're mostly just going to hear stone, 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 stone. Now here's the portal. Check this out. Maybe let's go through the Nether real quick and walk on some sand. Here. Blah, blah. Yep, sand, 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 sand. Oh! Game just lagged out there for a second. Okay, not giving me anything there, but if we, let's see, if I click escape. Click. Alright, anyway, I may have to turn this off eventually, because it may just get a little too annoying. It's funny for a little bit, but then it'll start to grate on the nerves. So, it's time to do some work on the Nether hub. I've done a lot of stuff off camera, basic resource acquisition. We have a lot of stone smelted up and ready to use. You can see I've also put another track running around the edge. That's not another, that's a ceiling. That's not another floor. And so we need to put some walls up in between as well. But here's something cool I wanted to do. Let's run over here. So we've got these staircases that like go down, and then we've got it running around in a circle up those these flights of stairs here, and then you go up here. I wanted to sort of have the roof here not be a total match, but to have it create some interesting shapes where sometimes the roof is high above you, like right here, and then sometimes it's a little bit lower. But check this out. So you come around the corner here. I always want to be like giving people something to go look at, or just around the corner, just around your visual. So you come around the corner, and from here you can see that the top of that staircase is cut off. Where does that staircase go? You have to walk forward to get to it, and then you see, oh, look at that, and then you can see it's going to go around the corner. So I was hoping to play around with these sort of perspective tricks, where you walk forward and then you can see a little more. You want to walk forward a little bit more after that. And okay, man, that's gonna get old. I did a similar thing around here. So look here. From this perspective, we've got a roof here, and you can just see that maybe. Okay, man. Oh, holy cow. Maybe it just goes that high. But then you go here and you're like, oh, it goes way up there. That's kind of cool. I'm going to go look at that. And we're going to do some things with visuals like that, and also with the lighting. Here's some of the materials I've got all picked out. Let's see, I have a bunch of potions there for, oh god, for whenever I take damage. We've got a whole bunch of stone smelted up and ready to go. There's just some netherrack, and a bunch of glass, and some pumpkins, some jack-o'-lanterns. So all of these places, I'm so sick of these zombie pigmen always running around, and not to mention the magma cubes, the magma slimes. I want to replace all of the valid spawnable slots, all the spaces where they can spawn in this hub, with glass, because we're not going to be using slabs. It would sort of interfere with our square proportion kind of idea that we're going with here. So we're going to replace all of this floor that isn't these staircases with glass. And up to a certain point here, we'll have to change. For instance, the one tunnel that has been done is the one that leads back to the... Oh god, the sounds. The one that leads back to the sound pack. I almost said sound pack. No, I did say sound pack. The one that leads back to the hub. We're going to sort of make over this one to match the design of this. This will be the little room that you can sort of customize or whatever. But before we can change all that to glass, we have to make it so that ghasts aren't going to be able to shoot in here at all. There are still some open spaces. I've done a lot of closing in. closing off of things so that the gas can't shoot in, but it's still possible. You can see right there. You can see the little legs through that hole. It's still possible. So what we're going to do with all that smelted stone, we're going to put some walls up along these paths, along both sides. And then we're going to replace the floor with glass. And then after that, oh gosh, these sounds. After that, we will start doing some detailing work along the inside. Now, the reason it's doing that is because there's a few sounds in the game for breaking and placing, and they're basically the same sounds. And so the resource pack that is doing this doesn't know which one you're clicking. But basically, we're going to close this off like this. But then think about this. We have a lot of space in here for detailing. Right? All this open space for crazy, weird-looking details that may look kind of cool. Then we've got these paths here. Now, when you're walking around this path, it might be easy to get lost, right? Let me put these here. You're walking around this... Oh, gosh. Break, stone. You're walking around the path here. And you might be getting lost. You don't know where you are. So what we'll do, we're going to put some details where the wall sort of peels away to give you little glimpses. So while you're walking around the path, you can sort of see, and oh, I want to walk around towards there. But anyway, oh gosh. Oh, I got it. Good. I'm going to put the walls up and close it off all the way so that we can start doing some actual detailing on this guy. All right, so all that stone that I showed you, all the smelted smooth stone that I showed you at the beginning of the episode, it's all gone except for 55 stone right here. And I think the overall effect is kind of cool. Keep in mind that while this may look like, people who aren't familiar with this place may find it confusing to walk around. They'll get lost easy. They won't know how to negotiate all the tunnels, which direction to take. We're going to put some details in here where you can see through so that these little guys right here aren't the only ways to see in. But almost all of the thing is totally enclosed now. With just a few exceptions on the other side. God, this sound pack. I cannot wait for this sound pack to turn off. It's hilarious for like 5 minutes. And then it becomes very old. One of the things I just need to keep in mind is I need to keep the passages high enough so that you can negotiate them with a horse without running into the ceiling. And I think more or less it's all okay. I'll test it later just to make sure, but I think it's going to be fine. Blah. Oh God. Okay, okay. Ow! Let's look around. I'll show you the parts that are still open. That stuff I was talking about earlier where you can sort of always see just what's around the next corner. Is still there. It's a little bit different now. Like here, for instance, you can sort of see, there's a path there, and this curves around, so I can go this way. And then you go around the corner, and you can see there's like stuff curving around. You can see, the path goes around that way. So I never want to give someone all the information in one glimpse. It's possible I may just drop this out of the editing, this sound. This sound is nuts. Really starting to grate up my nerves just a little bit. So here's where I ran out of room. Or not out of room, but I ran out of stone. Gonna have to make some more. Gonna have to smelt some more of this up. Do another run in my my Haste 2 quarries for stone. But basically, what we can do now is we can start replacing... Stone. We can start replacing the cobblestone in the floors. Whoops! Oh! With glass. No. Is he saying nom? It seems like because the sound effects are overlapping, it sounds like he's saying no. No. But he's saying nom. Let's run over here. There's a crafting bench right here. Okay, I think I'm going to use light. I think I'm going to use light gray. I was just thinking of making all of this into light gray. Maybe we'll start with a little less, just in case I don't like it. Light gray dye. And that's going to give me 2 stacks. That should last a little while. And if I did this, okay, some of this that was already on the ground. Break. Some of this that was already touching the ground, I did not dig under it, but I'll have to come by and oh god, it's so hard to concentrate with these noises. Let's see. I also want to fill in a lot of most of these if I can. Okay, and then we'll use the last remaining bits of my stone for that, and then we'll see what this looks like. Yeah, I think that looks cool. The reason I picked this color is because it's consistent with the stone path. And we're also going to replace that. And eventually, let's go ahead and take the torches out, see how dark it gets. We still have to put in the light highlights, which should change the character of the place. I may or may not start adding some crazy color. It may be lava. There may be some like lava details in the walls that we'll use for the light instead of the jack-o'-lanterns. Or I may use colored glass to sort of break up the monotony of all the stone color in the walls. But this should look pretty cool. Stone. It's saying stone because I'm stepping on stone, not because I'm placing stone. But I want to do this little section of tunnel right here. And oops, and see what it looks like. Smash! Hulk smash! Stone. Oops, okay, I messed that one up. Smash! And then once we get this a little bit done, I'll do the rest off camera. And then maybe we'll do some wall reveals. Maybe they'll be like square-looking windows or something weird. I don't know. Something like that. Something a little off the beaten path. Maybe we'll use something different than these squares. We've got squares for all the tunnels. Maybe we'll use like a rectangle or something. I don't know. I'll mess around with it. We'll try a few different things. Stone. And I think the stone is gonna look right. Oh, zombie pigmen! Your time here is almost done. You're not gonna be spawning here much longer, zombie pigman. But right now, it looks very monochromatic. But we're gonna break that up with some colors. I didn't want the paths to be colored. But anyway, I'm going to replace a lot of this, smelt up some more stone, and enclose the rest, and then we'll work on some more finishing touches type things. Okay, it's all done. It's all closed in. Oh, there was one more thing I wanted to do. One more thing I need to do. Oh, buddy. There's one more thing I wanted to do. Let's see. I need a good place. Maybe right here. No. Maybe right here would be a good place just for now. Break. I want to have just a little airlock on this side. If anybody wants to get outside, or if they're coming from the outside and they want to get in, I'll make something a little prettier later. But I want something to facilitate people's confusion, because I anticipate people, like, maybe someone has a house over there, whatever, and they're walking through here to get to the tunnel, and they see this giant thing closed off. I don't want them just tunneling through the walls or whatever. So hopefully if they see that... Break! Hopefully if they see that, that will prevent them from just making random staircases and holes in the walls and whatnot. That has happened already. Yeah, let me shave off the top of this without hitting one of these pigmen. Whoa! Yeah, see that? Almost happened again. I want to make this a little bit easier to see. There's one... I see what these guys are doing. Let's make one over... Oh, I turned my audio down, didn't I? Bloop. Click. Let's go ahead and turn it... For this one episode, it's probably annoying as hell. It's annoying me. It's probably annoying you. It'll be gone next episode and will never rear its head again. We'll do that so people can find it, maybe. Or does that make it brighter in here? It does. Okay, I don't want that. I don't want any extra light. Chop! I want to make sure... Okay, buddy. I want to make sure that any light we add... And this counts too right here. Any light we add is deliberate. I don't want any random lighting like that. That needs to go. Anyway, okay, so here's a quick walk around. It's very minimalistic right now. And it's going to stay fairly minimalistic, but we're going to add a few more details. We're going to liven it up with a little bit of color and light. But I think it's kind of neat. It's kind of unique in just how... I guess minimalistic is the best word. How minimal it is. This is like the anti-BOO. The anti-BOO build. I've converted everything along the outside here except for these little tunnels. I'll get around to them eventually. Took a lot of smelted stone and a pretty good amount of glass to make all of this. And some of the stairwells and stuff look pretty neat, the way you can see through them. And it's even better now that they're transparent, because like you're walking this way, you can see just at a glance that it curves around and continues that way. Stone, stone, stone. Eventually, most of this floor will be glass, and we'll start a rail line for somebody. We are in the new snapshot now. This is the other little airlock there that goes outside. People need to find their way back in. We're in the new snapshot where rail carts are super duper fast. So rail carts are now the preferred method of transportation once again. We could probably get rid of this. Yeah, don't need that there, and it's better to have a little bit of transparency so it's easier to see through. The problem is that when you have everything the same color and it's all kind of flat, it's going to be kind of flat. It's going to be kind of hard to navigate, so we will need to put some lighting in it for the purposes of highlighting things. Anyway, okay, so it's all closed in. We can mess around with it a little bit. I don't want this mushroom. Most of the spawning spaces, at least on this interior area, are taken care of, except for the cobblestone here and this bit of stone here on the lip. I may put some glass on top of that later to minimize that even more. Eventually we'll have glass down there to really cut down on the spawning space. All these little platforms and stuff, we'll eventually get rid of them as we start adding details. Let's head back to that corner over there. Or tell you what, let's look over here. Which corner? Maybe over there we should, because this big wall is open and I didn't make these squares all over the place. Let's dig out a little, like a window to see what that looks like. So you're walking through here and you just had a view of this as you went by. So you can orient yourself through that. But then once you get around this corner, it's going to be a little bit more confusing. Maybe we put a window in here somewhere. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the update. Okay. Maybe something like this so that when you're walking through... and I'm going to have to rethink how these things work. Because now we're looking into this room from a different angle than I originally intended. And we'll have to get rid of the original cobblestone. I'll probably just get rid of all of the original cobblestone. So that we can, they kind of remind me of the ogres from Warcraft 2 a little bit. I'll probably leave these walls cobblestone and just replace them with smelted stone as I need to. There's no need to break the whole thing down if I just end up covering it with something else. But I might have something like that as you walk around the corner. And let's make that nice and even like that. Maybe I would fill that in with glass. I don't know. That's one idea, that there would be sort of openings. Let's see what it looks like from around the corner here. And I need to pick up... I brought some lava buckets just to see what it would look like in the walls. I don't know how much of that we're going to get to this episode. Let's drop off some things. Some of this cobblestone, don't need. And don't need the stairs right now. I know I heard something. Oh, you're right there! He said boing. When I bounced it back, it said boing. Oh, that's great. That's great. I'm glad I didn't turn the sound off. Otherwise, I wouldn't have heard that. Let's see. Open. Put that there. Sounds like I'm hearing the slapping of the slimes, but I guess that's the zombie pigman walking around. What did I come here for? I've forgotten. Oh, the lava buckets. Here they are. Okay. Let's go. What do we want to do? We wanted to see what this looked like. Can't even see it from here. Okay. Maybe that's not the best vantage point. Okay, shut up! Okay, so here's something. Yeah, this is why I wanted to look around to see what it would look like. Looking at it, look what happens. You can barely tell because that hole is stone and what's behind it is stone and it's all kind of a uniform lighting. You can barely even tell there's a hole there. So that's something I'll have to work with since I have the lava bucket. I keep forgetting I can run across this thing. I keep meaning to get rid of it. It was here to help... Oh. Yeah, it's here to help people go through while I was doing construction. But I can't actually get through that way now. Let's run around. I want to try something to see if... ooh, I went the... Okay, went the wrong way. A little confusing. A little confusing still. That's why we need more of those little windows so you can see where you're going. Stone, stone, stone. Okay, curves around here. Here's our window over here. So you could tell, or you could not tell, that there was anything really behind it. We need something to stand out here. And I will probably eventually put these behind glass, but let... Break. Oh, I should be using my silk touch pick for that. Okay, let's do this. Whoa. And let's go ahead and do that. Just so that a ghast can't shoot through there. I'm pretty sure they can see through that. There we go. Okay, so that's a lot of brightness. And it's going to show up as bright orange. So let's run around. Aha! You see that? That is quite the difference now, because it's very bright behind it and dark on the other side. Okay, so I think that's a good idea, at least with the lighting. I'm not sure about the lava. We may still do the recessed lighting, and I want to get some kind of color into here. But I think this is a good start. A good start. I've been worried. Uh-oh! Server reboot. 5 minutes. I think this is good progress. I shouldn't say good start. I've been working on this a while. I've put a ton of materials into this thing. Mostly stone. Yeah, but definitely want to get some color into it. I'm not sure if lava is the right thing to do, though. I think I'm more of like an electric thing, like a circuit board. And for that, we may want colored glass with either glowstone or jack-o'-lanterns or something. I don't know. I'm going to mess around with it. Let me know what you think in the... not description. The comments. I always say description. Oh, yes, and I'm still a villager. We'll see you next time. See you later. Take it easy. Have a good day. Bye-bye.